Hello and welcome to the first of a two-part SAP related video presentation hosted by GXS. My name is Mark Morley, Industry Marketing Director. In the first part of this video presentation, I would like to discuss some of the challenges facing companies wishing to integrate their SAP and B2B systems. SAP and B2B integration projects are incredibly complex and require both internal and external users to be able to integrate it to the platform. Whether it is integrating into numerous instances of SAP that may be located in different regions around the world, or simply ensuring that external trading partners can connect to the platform seamlessly, the success of such projects depends on having the right resource available to undertake the work. However, once these two platforms are integrated, the new platform can bring significant benefits to a company. For example, by improving operational efficiencies and offering improved visibility of SAP-related transactions that may be flowing across the extended enterprise. One of the biggest challenges facing companies today is trying to integrate a broad cross-section of different users, especially those users that may be located in different countries around the world. In recent years, many companies have globalized their operations, opening new manufacturing plants, for example, in the Far East, and establishing new sales offices and distribution centers in new markets. Many companies have implemented multiple instances of SAP systems around the world, and a typical SAP-related project being undertaken today is to try and consolidate multiple SAP instances into a single instance that can be shared by everyone across the extended enterprise. Many B2B platforms connect to internal users or trading partners around the world, and in many ways it makes sense to try and obtain operational synergies by integrating SAP and B2B platforms together. Consolidating multiple SAP instances, for example, provides the ideal opportunity for integrating to a B2B platform. In 2009, AMR Research conducted a study which was sponsored by GXS. The aim of the study was to find out what companies were doing with respect to their ERP B2B integration projects and to try and identify some of the key challenges when undertaking such projects. The study had around 120 respondents from the retail, CPG, automotive, and high-tech industry sectors. The aim of the study was to ultimately prove that the success of many ERP-related projects can be directly associated with the level of integration that exists with their respective B2B platforms. Some of the key findings from the study are shown on this slide. Two results that I'd like to draw your attention to was that the respondents said that on average 34% of data feeding their ERP systems was sourced from outside the enterprise. And 79% of respondents said that they had exceptions or problems on more than 1% of inbound B2B transactions. Let me expand on these in a few moments' time. Many companies often underestimate why they should consider integrating their ERP and B2B platforms. This could be due to the fact that traditionally ERP and B2B systems have been implemented by different IT teams. As highlighted on the previous slide, as much as a third of ERP-related information is sourced from outside the organization. This could be from a variety of suppliers, logistics partners, and other third-party providers. Information fed into an ERP system, especially when sourced from outside the organization, can quite often be inaccurate. This could lead to further downstream problems once this inaccurate data starts to spread across the extended enterprise. Management teams require up-to-date, real-time information on the performance of their business in order to make operational decisions. Finally, having access to a highly available B2B infrastructure is critical so that information coming in from external trading partners can flow without interruption. SAP systems use information from a variety of external sources, for example distributors, logistics providers, and financial service institutions. This information could originate in numerous business systems and could have been created using different industry-related standards. Due to the global nature of many companies, there are constant challenges with onboarding suppliers using many different regional document or communication standards. This problem is even more difficult to manage when trying to onboard a remote manufacturing plant in an emerging market such as China, India, or Russia. As SAP systems receive information from a variety of external partners, there is an increased chance that unchecked, inaccurate data could enter an SAP system. Quite often, information from external sources is not clean enough to be processed correctly by the SAP system. This will quite often lead to manual rework of the incorrect information to try and make it more compliant. If unchecked information is allowed to enter an SAP system, then there is a chance that it could spread to other business systems, leading to inaccurate information being used across the extended enterprise. A simple mismatch of part numbers, for example, could lead to incorrect electronic documents being created, which could result in delayed payments to suppliers. For many companies, having access to real-time information from outside the enterprise and ensuring that the platform is available 24/7 is crucial to the operation of the business. B2B platforms ensure that information from outside the organization can be used efficiently by the internal business applications such as SAP systems. If there is an interruption to the flow of transactions from outside an organization, then the internal business systems can be severely affected. For example, many high-tech manufacturers insist that their B2B infrastructure does not go down near the end of a quarter, so as not to affect the processing of sales-related information. In another example, if a car manufacturer does not receive an advance shipping notice from their supplier to notify them that parts are on their way to a factory, then this could have downstream implications as well, for example, shutting down a production line. Many companies need to make business-critical decisions in near real time, and therefore ensuring that transactions from external business partners gets through to an SAP system without delay or interruption is extremely important. SAP B2B integration requires an immense amount of coordination across the extended enterprise, ensuring that maps are created correctly, trading partners are all connected properly, and more importantly, any changes made to the SAP system are reflected in the B2B system as well. To achieve an integrated platform implies that any changes made to one system will be reflected in the other, or vice versa. During an SAP B2B integration process, numerous change requests will be issued to modify one or other of the systems. This change management process needs to be managed and monitored efficiently, otherwise the implementation of the project can be significantly delayed. Having a dedicated program manager look after the implementation can be a worthwhile investment. They not only ensure that valuable IT-related resources are being used effectively, they will also ensure that the project comes in on time and, more importantly, to budget. Program managers will undertake a number of roles to ensure that SAP to B2B integration projects go as smoothly as possible. Their role will include looking after the day-to-day communication with a community of trading partners and ensuring that trading partners can support new transaction types, data quality rules or KPIs to measure their performance. Finally, they also offer support for testing and looking after the overall release and deployment of the newly integrated platform with the customer. To find out further information about how GXS can help keep SAP-related projects on schedule, then please visit the website shown on this slide, which will provide some useful resources for managing such projects. The GXS Insights microsite, shown on the left of this slide, describes some of the generic ERP B2B integration issues and allows you to download a copy of the AMR Research report. The B2B for SAP site, shown on the right of this slide, describes in more detail how GXS can provide integration support to SAP-specific ERP-related projects. This concludes the presentation. Please look out for part 2 of this video presentation, which describes how the core components of GXS Managed Services can benefit SAP-related integration projects. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you should have any questions on how GXS can help integrate to your SAP environment, then please contact us via the details shown on this slide. Goodbye.